Hello everybody, Epic Mewtwo here. Today we are back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to be doing kind of a different video, a little bit more so of a analysis video than anything else. Basically, this video idea stemmed from Truth's stream the other night when the Gotenks banner dropped, and Truth is a very big advocate of saving for the 5th year anniversary, which is completely understandable. But somebody asked in the comments section, are the Goku and Vegeta Dual Dokkan Fest banners now made irrelevant by these brand new banners? And Truth was like, yes, don't summon on them. And I'm like, okay, well, that's a very Truth response. I'm not gonna lie. And I mean, to be fair, he has a point. You should save for the 5th year anniversary because it's probably the best banner to get the most bang for your buck. But I kind of wanted to take a little bit more of a deep dive into that idea of, are these banners irrelevant? So let's take a look at what these banners bring to the table to see if global players should be summoning on them or not. Because this is a little bit of a special case where potentially, I mean, maybe this sort of thing has happened in the past, but in my mind, this is the first time, at least in a while, when banners could have potentially become irrelevant by upcoming banners. So let's take a look at what they offer. So Goku and Vegeta, right? Obviously, both offer a bunch of Goku and Vegeta characters minus the other featured, unfeatured card unit, right? Obviously, the two highlights of these banners are Majin Vegeta and the Super Saiyan 2 Goku, which goes into Super Saiyan 3. Now, they're both good, but I think for the sake of this argument, we need to kind of push them to the side for right now, because the whole point of this argument, right, is that they're available on these banners, and thus making the other banners irrelevant, right? So let's kind of take a look at comparing all 4 of these banners. I guess not necessarily the 2 that pair together to each other, but the 2 pairs to each other. The one thing that I have to say before any of this is that I guess to give you a short answer to the question that's presented in this video is no, I don't think these banners are necessarily irrelevant, but I think the question that we should necessarily be asking for this is it worth it to summon? Because I would say that these banners would be irrelevant if they shared more units, because literally the only unit that they share is the Super Saiyan 2 respectively, right? All of the other units on the Majin Vegeta banner are Vegeta units, right? All the units here are, none of the units that are on Vegeta's banner. All the units that are on Gotenks' banner are not any of the units that are on Goku's banner. So obviously there's a very different pool of units here. I think it kind of takes a little bit of weighing the units against each other, and not only weighing the units against each other, but also taking a look at the banner's composition, I guess you would say. So let's get kind of like the elephant out of the room before we take a little bit of a deep dive into this. And that's the fact that the LRs are on these banners, right? We have LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku on this banner and LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta on this banner. That definitely makes the value of these banners go up. Were these banners bad in the first place? No, not by any means. But the LRs being on there increases their value tenfold, in my opinion. So I honestly think that them being on there alone is not really worth it. Or it's not, rather, I should say, isn't really, it gives them enough value for me to immediately say that they're not out for the count yet. Now, I think it's important as well for this to at least take into consideration, I know we have tons of different banners up here, but to at least take into consideration the 5th year banners, because with the 5th year banners, right, that's obviously what you're potentially saving for when you are taking a look at these banners here, right? So I definitely think that these banners aren't necessarily out of the question to summon on. Especially, you know, because they have the Super Saiyan 4s on them. What I would recommend personally is I would still recommend skipping these banners, only because the value of these banners is absolutely incredible, right? You have 3 Dokkan Fest LRs on each banner. In Gogeta's case, right, you have Gogeta and Broly, which are both fantastic. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who's still pretty good. And Ink Gogeta, who is unfortunately outclassed. Omega is also really good with his EZA. Janemba is still a top unit. And obviously Bardock is a very good unfeatured unit, right? On this banner, we have, again, 3 featured LRs with Gohan, Vegito, and Vegito, right? Obviously, Zamasu and Trunks are really, really good. And then we also have, you know, Boo, who I guess you would kind of equate to, you'd kind of equate him to Gogeta in this case, because, I mean, not that he's irrelevant as literally Gogeta is, but he is definitely like lower tier end of things. Of course, the Trunks is also pretty good. He equates to Bardock. And then you have Super Vegito, right, who's the only leader for his category, who you would probably equate to Gogeta. And then the 2 EZAs, which are fire, by the way. So, of course, these banners have, like, such good value. Honestly, with both of these banners, right, if I could remove 1 unit from each, it would probably be Boo and Gogeta, right, and then replace them with something else. Because otherwise, these banners are, like, almost perfect banners, right? And I'm talking, like, in a general sense. I'm not talking for my account specifically, because that would be a whole different ball game. But those would probably be the units I would erase. Now, does that mean that you should summon on these beforehand, right, when you're saving? I would say, personally, if you don't have the Super Saiyan 4s, either of them, I would say throw some red coins at them and then get them that way and continue to save your stones, because even though these units are good, right, we'll kind of take a look at this and then we'll get back to the Gotenks banners, right, because of course that is part of the reason why we're here in the first place. Right, we need to take a look at the units on these banners. So Goku, right, but I would say just in a vacuum, we'll kind of move away from the 5th year we'll move away from the 5th year banners for now, because it isn't the whole point of the video, right? We're more so comparing them to the Gotenks banners. But, right, we definitely, I think I can definitely tell you in a vacuum, the 5th year banners are definitely better than these banners. 100%. I don't think that's even a question in anyone's mind. Now, taking a look at these banners, right? The advantage that the Gotenks banners have, in this case for global players, is that they obviously come after the 5th year anniversary, right? And that's the whole point of these banners potentially becoming irrelevant, because they come before 5th year anniversary, right? Now, let's take a look. So let's take out the 5th year or the 4th year LRs from the equation at the moment, right? Transforming Goku, UI Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and SSBK, right? The unfeatured unit is kind of irrelevant in this case, because you could pull that in the unfeatured pool later. Then let's take a look at the Gotenks banner, right? Piccolo, Trunks, Gogeta, and the 2 Gotenks, right? In my opinion, I would say that this banner is definitely a lot more worth your buck. Now, of course, before I kind of get into that point of why, I will say, just as kind of like a disclaimer, I guess, all of this definitely matters on your box, because of course, like if you have all of these units rainbowed and you have none of these units, right, that's different, because obviously, you know, you would probably want to go for what you actually need, right? This is, of course, just talking in a vacuum and assuming that the main, you know, kind of, you know, sparkle in your eye is the Super Saiyan 2s, right? These banners, or at least this banner compared to this one, I would say is much better. Piccolo is a fantastic unit. Trunks is obviously a super versatile unit, not only in what he does, but in the fact that he's also a general hero card unit, or leader rather. And then obviously Gogeta's fantastic. Gotenks is still good. He's outclassed by his EZA counterpart, which is a fantastic unit, but he is obviously still a 120 lead. Here, right, if we're looking at it, transforming Goku is still very good. You could kind of equate him to Trunks, right? But Trunks does more with his leader skill, right? Because obviously Goku is just a hero lead. UI Goku is obviously really good because he is, of course, Realm of Gods. But then you have two 120 leads here who are still relevant, but not as relevant in today's meta. Goku is really only relevant, I feel like, because of his LR counterpart. And Super Saiyan 3 Goku can be used in certain situations, right? SSBK, though, with his EZA, is absolutely fantastic. He's really, really good. Now, talking about the Vegeta banner compared to the Boo banner, we take a look at Transforming Vegeta, Blue Evo, Super Saiyan 4, I almost said Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Wait, is there more SSRs on this? No, I'm tripping. Oh, it's just because the order that's tripping me up. Transforming Vegeta, Blue Evo, Super Saiyan 4, Int Blue Evo, and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, right? Compared to the units, sorry about that car outside. Compared to the units on this banner, right? Zamasu, Broly, Metal Cooler, Boo, and Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Now, unfortunately, this banner is not as good as the Boo banner. The fact that Super Saiyan 3 Broly on the banner at all kind of should clue you into that. But what I would say would be that obviously it's let's move these banners together, by the way, so I can stop flipping between the tabs. I would obviously say that Zamasu, Broly, and Metal Cooler are the strongest units here. Again, we've kind of already established that Boo isn't that good, and Super Saiyan 3 Broly is obviously, he's really good, but like he's, I don't know, old, and he needs an EZA at this point. But he's still a good unit. But anyhow, compared to Vegeta's banner, right? You have Blue Evo, which is obviously a super relevant unit. He's the pure Saiyan's leader, right? He attacks multiple times. He's really, really good. Again, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is kind of only relevant because he links with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, the LR. Transforming Vegeta does lead pure Saiyans as well and is also a hero leader, just like Trunks. So he is really, really good. Blue Evo and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta are both very high quality EZAs. So funny enough, I would almost put this banner above this one. Well, yeah, probably, just because it has the two LRs, and the rest of these units I feel like are enough to outclass the lower end of this banner, right? Now, the only the issue here, right, that we also face with this is the fact that this banner is more oversaturated than this banner, because this banner has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Dokkan Fests, but it also has 8 featured units, with the unfeatured unit, right, being one of the featured ones. And of course, this banner only has the standard 7 units, all of them being Dokkan Fest, in fact, too, which is pretty good for the banner's like fight in this argument. Right, so you're a little bit more likely to get what you want here because this banner is a little bit more oversaturated, but I feel like that's almost compensated because the extra unit is an LR unit, right? So to answer this question, right, I think I've kind of put everything on the table at this point. Are these banners irrelevant? Kinda. I feel like, you know, of course, everything in this game is a box by box basis. It depends on what's in your box. I would say probably in a vacuum, though, yes. Well, kinda. It's a really hard decision to make, right? Because if we take a look at what's coming after those banners, right? A lot of these units, this is another important thing to keep in mind, right? A lot of these units do come back on other banners, right? Transforming Vegeta and Blue Evo comes back later on the Beerus banner, right? Nothing from there comes back here. UI Goku does not return here. Who was I swear UI Goku returned on another banner. I guess not. But UI Goku will probably return on another banner, right? I assume Transforming Goku as well, because the 120s are kind of units that they like to stick in other banners. Is kind of like the last banner unit, so it won't be the last time that you have the potential to pull these. But I will say 100%, I think. So I guess maybe my answer is yes. I don't want to say 100% confirmed because, again, it's box by box and there's an LR on this banner. So I can't really say 100% yes, they're relevant. But I will tell you that it is a lot more worth your money to simply save for the 5th year anniversary, go ham on the 5th year anniversary, and then obviously you can wait a couple banners, recuperate, and then summon on these banners, right? Because I do think that that's probably more worth what you want to put into the game. Again, box by box basis, and I know that's like the 3rd time saying it, so I'm going to stop rambling. But that is going to be the conclusion to this question. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Much appreciated. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Obviously, this isn't always the easiest sort of comparison to make because, of course, there are a ton of different factors that can go into this whole argument. But I think I am satisfied with my answer. I will catch you guys in the next one. Having you two out. Peace.